As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington State Cougars offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Stribling. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to keep it in the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got a man, it's right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Rebels in the hurry up. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive.
Touchdown, Rebels! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hold and fire complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Looking down the middle. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's dribbling. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. They'll give it on the counter. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's dribbling. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Meriden. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He wants to throw it again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better.
There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Lee. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarve loose by the hit. The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Meredith. There he goes to the right. The 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington State.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive. Makes the catch on the right side. It's a running room. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Ellison.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. With the catch, it's Lee. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Got enough for the first down. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Number 17.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Washington State lines up quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hog, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Here's the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to ride this running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught-Hemingway.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Got a man. It's dribbling. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. At the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to fire deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington State will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
With the catch, it's Alexander. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lacey. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He'll do it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him. Throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. The snap sets up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of.
And that's a high ball behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Let's go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Get set.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. down. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Back to throw, it's Duggar. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The run to the right. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Nestles it in at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Running behind that left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Simmons. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Into the end zone he goes. touchdown, Rebels! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds.
Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down inside the 45.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Ray. And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. First down and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Try try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
On the screen.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.